It seems there have been a lot of concepts for the design of Commander Tartar before they settled on the iconic telephone design that basically made it impossible for Splatoon fans to ever look at these types of phones in a normal way again. But there's actually more to this design choice than you might first think. The earliest possible hint we got for this was this weathered phone hanging on the side of the cuttlefish cabin in Octo Canyon, and while many were immediately speculating about a connection to Tartar, others were dismissing it as a coincidence, since there would be no way the designers would have settled on Tartar's design this early, right? Actually, they might have. There's a distinction between the AI's true form and its, let's call it, disguise as a telephone, which means that the idea for the phone disguise might have actually predated many of the design concepts that seem to only show what the AI's true form would look like. This could give the phone in Octo Canyon some significance after all, especially since this very model was also used in some early leftover versions of the Deep Sea Metro that could be found in some earlier versions of Splatoon 2 before the Octo expansion was even out. Moreover, there were multiple telephones in these early versions of the Deep Sea Metro, one in the introduction area and the one we also see in the final game in the central station. As for why it's this type of telephone specifically, the developers explained how Tartar consciously chose this phone as a body, to basically not frighten or be questioned by the Octarians. In an official Q&A with the Squid Research Lab in the Japanese Nintendo Dream magazine, one question specifically asked about Tartar's appearance as a telephone, with the answer being that the diligent Octarians recognize as friends those who look and act like them. That's why it takes the form of an old telephone, whose face is similar to that of an octopus. The belts on the telephone resembling the bulging eyes of some Octarians is apparently enough to fool them into trusting Tartar, which was likely necessary for the AI to lure Octarians into being sanitized to be stationed across the test chambers. The same answer from the Q&A also confirmed that the same principle also benefited Cuttlefish, who was able to spy on the Octarian army for years because of his expressive eyes.